Hello everyone. I am Dr. N.S. Ungun, Head Department of Mathematics, Sri Haugeswamy College, Udgir. Today, let us consider group theory for BSc second year students of third semester. So, the first unit of group theory consists of Cartesian product of two sets, functions and types of functions, composite of mappings and properties, binary operations, relations and types of relations, difference between relations and functions, equivalence classes and properties. So let us start with the Cartesian product of two sets. Cartesian product of two sets. To define Cartesian product, we need some knowledge about sets. So let us see what we need. Let A and B be two given sets. Let A and belongs to A and B belongs to B. Means we are considering A and B from the set A and B, and they are chosen arbitrarily. So A and B, A is arbitrary element of A and B is arbitrary element of B. Then the ordered pair AB denotes an ordered pair where A is the first coordinate of ordered pair AB and B is the second coordinate of ordered pair AB. So now, before going to the definition, let us consider one of the important property that if ordered pair AB and ordered pair CD are there, then they are equal if and only if the first coordinate A is equal to first coordinate C, second coordinate B is equal to second coordinate D. Definition. If A and B are two sets, then the set of all distinct ordered pairs whose first coordinate is an element of set A and second coordinate is an element of set B is called the Cartesian product of A and B, and it is denoted by A cross B. That is, A cross B is a collection of all ordered pairs where the first coordinate belongs to the first set and second coordinate belongs to the second set. So let us see this with the help of an example. Let A is collection of X, Y, Z and B is collection of 1, 2 and 3. Then let us find what is A cross B. So to find A cross B, let us consider one Venn diagram here. So let us consider the diagram. So A contains X, Y, Z. So let us write them in the first extreme left column, and let us write the elements of B in upper top row. So A is X, Y, Z and B is 1, 2, 3. Now what we do is we consider the elements in the form of an ordered pair. So X with 1, that is ordered pair X1, ordered pair X2 and ordered pair X3. Similarly, ordered pair Y1, ordered pair Y2, ordered pair Y3. And then ordered pair Z1, ordered pair Z2 and ordered pair Z3. And this, if you collect, then that collection is a set which is nothing but our A cross B, because all the first coordinates here are elements of A and second coordinates are all from set B, and therefore this is A cross B. Similarly, if you want to find B cross A, means set of all those ordered pairs where the first coordinate is from the first set and second coordinate is from second set, then you will get, means here you have to take the extreme left column as a set B, that is 1, 2, 3, and upper top row as A, X, Y, Z, that is set A. Then B cross A means you are getting 1X, 1Y, 1Z, 2X, 2Y, 2Z, and 3X, 3Y, 3Z. And therefore, if you collect them, you will get the coordinate, the Cartesian product of B and A, that is B cross A. Now, with the help of these two sets, you can easily see that the ordered pair x1 is not equal to ordered pair 1x, because initially we got the idea that the two ordered pairs are equal if the first coordinate of a first pair is equal to first coordinate of the second pair. So with this, you got the idea that A cross B is not equal to B cross A in general. But in some cases, means if A is equal to B, then A cross B is equal to B cross A. Note, if A has m elements and B has n elements, then A cross capital B has m into n elements. So just now we got this figure. How many elements are there in A? There are 3 elements. How many elements are there in B? There are 3 elements. So 3 into 3, 9. So there are 9 elements in A cross B. So if A contains m elements, B contains n elements, then A cross B contains m into n elements. Now let us, we have considered these results for 2 sets. Now let us generalize the product of sets. The Cartesian product of n sets we are considering. So let A1, A2, A3, so on up to An be given sets. Then A1 cross A2 cross A3 cross so on up to An is equal to set of all ordered n tuples, where the first coordinate in n tuple is from first set and the nth coordinate is from the nth set. So now let us consider example. If A, B and C are sets, then prove that A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. So take the solution. So here 2 sets are equal if we prove that one set is subset of the another. So therefore, let us consider xy an arbitrary element of A cross B intersection C. So xy belongs to this, means first coordinate belongs to A and second coordinate belongs to B intersection C. And then this implies x belongs to A as it is and y belongs to intersection, means y belongs to both. So y belongs to B and y belongs to C. Again, this implies now x belongs to A and y belongs to B. X belongs to A and y belongs to C. We may write like this. So therefore, let us write x belongs to A and y belongs to B. X belongs to A and y belongs to C. Then this implies x belongs to A cross, ordered pair xy belongs to A cross B and ordered pair xy belongs to A cross C. And is there, so therefore they must belongs to their intersection, means the ordered pair xy belongs to intersection of A cross B and A cross C. Now let us consider an arbitrary element from the intersection of these two Cartesian products. That implies xy belongs to A cross B and xy belongs to A cross C. And again you go in reverse order, you will get again this implies x belongs to A and y belongs to B. And this implies x belongs to A and y belongs to C. So x belongs to A is there common here. So therefore take it outside. So x belongs to A and y belongs to B and y belongs to C. So since y belongs to both B and C, it belongs to its intersection. And therefore x belongs to A and y belongs to B intersection C implies the element belongs to A cross B intersection C. And therefore we can easily say that A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. So let us stop here. In the next lecture, I will consider functions or mappings. Thank you.